Hello all, and welcome to tonight's beer review, which I am dubbing the My God It's Cold beer review, because it's pretty cold. El Nino has meant that winter has come late and a little bit lame, but now it's finally the first really cold night. It's probably below 70 degrees, and I'm sure a whole lot of you here are just like groaning at me. All of you on the mainland. So what are we reviewing tonight? The perfect cold weather beer. Not, but still a very good beer. This is Otra from Sierra Nevada. This is the Gose style ale, and I'm really excited about this because it's going to be year-round, and it's going to be from Sierra Nevada, so it's going to be affordable, and it's going to be Gose style. And I am loving these, these sour styles. Gose probably wouldn't really be considered sour in the same way a Berliner Weiss would be, but it's still tart. So let's read the label, shall we? Otra is a tangy twist on the nearly extinct Gose style. It combines a zip of prickly pear cactus with a hint of grapefruit for a bright and thirst-quenching finish. In California, where the temperature is often top triple digits, perfecting the warm weather beer is a priority. We happened upon a sweet, tangy blend of native-grown prickly pear cactus and grapefruit combined with the zing of a traditional Gose for a vicious but delicious twist on the stodgy summer sippers. This is 4.5 ABV. Gose is not a very alcohol-heavy style, and that's okay. Don't need heavy alcohol all the time. Delightfully funky smell to it. Very light colored. Gose is traditionally the lightest colored beer that you'll see out there. Very pale yellow, some slight chill haze to it. Very well carbonated with a nice fluffy white head. Get a lot of weedy funk to it. You can definitely smell that grapefruit. This is sort of citrus juiciness. There's a wet stone from salt. And some sort of rustic kind of smell there that I'm going to call and guess is a prickly pear. I've never had prickly pear, so it's a strong note, but I can't put my finger on it. So I'm kind of assuming it's a prickly pear. Primary notes are sort of the wheat funk, that mineral edge, and that prickly pear. You can get a bit of the salt in the front, but that's the only place where you get it. It's pretty much a flavor show for everything else, but it's a nice little punch in the front of salt and tart. The finish, in the first part of the finish, you're still dealing with that tartness there, but then you're just kind of left with this wonderful weedy funkiness on the tongue. It's still very dry, but not quite clean finish. There's a juiciness in the mid palate. Not too much of citrus. It's that sort of fruitiness I can't really place. It's kind of a twangy, rustic kind of fruitiness, which I'm guessing is a prickly pear. Now, it's very cold right now since I just took it out of the refrigerator, but as it warms up over about, say, a 20-minute period, that fruit becomes more and more apparent. Not very sour, not very tart. This is not going to cause people to have puckered faces. Tartness is mostly in the front and mid. More or less purely cleans by the finish. So both the sourness and the saltiness are kind of subdued, as it should be in a traditional Gose style. A lot of Goses out there are very intensely sour and salty. While I do enjoy those aren't really how they were traditionally made in Leipzig. So why was this style nearly lost? Well, it was because it was on the wrong side of the Iron Curtain. That and anything dealing with lactobacilli was a little bit of a pain to go and make. But what a wonderful, wonderful beer it ends up being. Both the style and this beer. This beer's definitely got a lot more of a juiciness to it and a bit less of a funk. There's quite a bit of wee funk to a good Gose. And I'm kind of using Written Guts here as my sort of standard. That said, I'm loving drinking this. And like Anchor Steam, it's probably going to go into my regular rotation. God, that's good. I just can't stop sipping it. I can't wait to go and try this on a hot day. So, all the flavors here are very clear and straightforward in the front. You know, there's not really much going around and sussing out subtleties. But that's okay. There's a lot of flavor there. What's very important is that this is a light beer, both alcohol and calorie-wise. And while still being a light beer, it's still big, flavorful, very well crafted. This is a style I wish that all, macro lager light beers would be replaced by. I wish it would be replaced by something like this. The Gose style and sours in general just go to show you that you don't necessarily have to be, a malt or hop bomb, have high alcohol, have high gravity to be flavorful and nuanced. And so I applaud this particular experimentation, and I look forward to new sours, new Goses, and new explorations of, sessionable beers, particularly revivals of traditional styles. So, Otra vez. Go and get yourself a bottle of this stuff, man. It's good. Not too sweet, not too sour, but just right. Okay, nobody will get what I'm riffing there. So, that's your beer review for tonight, folks. Cheers.